Okay. Then packet analysis can be done by the protocol analyzer. Okay, no, it's okay. It's basically the open source graphical packet capture and analysis utility with installer packages for almost all the operating systems. Like if you have Windows, go for it. Linux, go for it. Parrot OS, Kali Linux, go for it. Okay. Now, whenever you turn it on, okay, you start sniffing by just pressing this particular button. Okay, this green button. Okay, just like the shark have its, fringe over there. So you click on that, it starts capturing the packet. Okay. The first screen over here, you will see the number of packets that are being captured. Okay. The number, the time, the source IP address, the destination IP address, the protocol length, and information will be there. Okay. Second, you have the detail. When you select one packet, for example, this one is selected right now, the information about that packet will be over here. Okay. The details about that packet. Okay. And then over here, the details about that packet in hex and ASCII will be there. Okay. So mostly we'll go for this thing. Okay, we select the packet and then we analyze that, okay, what type of details are being sent and received. Okay, this is just an overview, just an index basically. When you click on that particular index, it will be over here. Okay, different color filters are there, coloring rules are there. Okay, which basically control the row shading and the font color for each frame. Okay. Different capture and display filters are there. Okay, over here you need to go for the filter. Okay, you can use the filters from here. Okay, and then you can also follow the TCP stream so that, like for example, the request from 10.1.249 to 10.1.0.133 is there. Okay, on this port number. Okay, so you just right click on that, click on the follow TCP stream under the TCP. So every communication between these two, okay, for this particular thing, they will be listed. Okay, that's basically a TCP stream basically that you can go for. Okay. Then you have packet injection and replay. Packet injection, some of the reconnaissance techniques that basically depend on sending a forged or the spoof network traffic. Okay, and network sniffing software libraries allow the frames to be inserted, we can say injected, into a network system, and there are the tools that allow for different kinds of packets to be crafted and manipulated. Okay, well-known tools for packet injection are dsniff, ettercap, scapy, hping, okay, TCP replay. These are the tools that you can use. Hping is again a type of nmap, okay, open source spoofing tool that provides a penetration tester while with the ability to craft network packets to exploit the vulnerable firewalls, okay, and the intrusion detection systems. Okay, it can perform the host and port detection and the firewall testing like nmap. Okay, traceroute can be done by this particular command. Okay, and this particular tool is also available for us to perform the denial of service attack. Okay, the flood based denial of service attack from the randomized source IP address distributed denial of service attack can be performed by hping tool. Okay, and TCP replay is there, as the name suggests. TCP replay takes previously captured traffic that has been saved to a .pcap file and replays it through a network interface Optionally, fields in the capture can be changed, like substituting the MAC address or the IP addresses. Okay, and it is useful for the analysis purpose. Okay, and if you have captured the suspect traffic, you can replay it through the monitored network interface to test the intrusion detection rules over there. Okay. Then the exploitation frameworks are there. The RAT, the remote access Trojan, okay, a malware that gives adversary the means of remotely accessing the network. From the perspective of the security posture assessment, a penetration tester might want to try to establish the sort of connection and attempt to send corporate information over the channel. Okay, that is data exfiltration. Here, the security controls are working properly. This attempt should be defeated or at least detected. Rapid7 produces Pro and Express commercial editions of the framework that it can be closely integrated with the Nextpose vulnerability scanner over there. Okay, Sniper is there, SN1PER. Okay, a framework designed for penetration test, reporting, and evidence gathering, and it can integrate with other tools like Metasploit and Nikto to run the automated suite of tests. Okay, and results can be displayed as the web reports over there that target the different kind of vulnerabilities, like fire ELF is there that inject the file list exploits payloads into the Linux host. Okay, router exploit is there. Browser exploitation framework is there, that is also known as the BEEF. Okay, recovering the web sessions information or exploiting the client-side scripting over there. The Z-attack proxy is there. Okay, the scanning tools and script for web application and mobile application security testing. Okay, what more are there? Taku is there. Okay, scanning and exploit tool for reconnaissance and exploitation of Amazon Web Services accounts. Okay, multiple tools are there that can be used. Okay. Then there is another command known as Netcat, another utility, another simple but effective tool for testing the connectivity. Okay, available for both Windows and Linux, can be used for port scanning and fingerprinting. Like the following, the example that you can see over here. First, echo head pipe netcat, the IP address -v to 80. V is the port number, V, and then the port number over here is 80. Okay, so it attempts to connect to HTTP port on a server and return by a banner by sending the head as a HTTP keyword. Okay, it can also establish the connection between the remote machines. And to configure Netcat as a backdoor, you first have to set up a listener on the victim machine. Okay, and set to the pipe traffic from a program to its handler. Okay, like it's over here, this one. Okay, NC space hyphen small l small p 666 hyphen e to execute the command.exe, the cmd.exe. Okay, so what it will do basically, it will turn on the port number 666 onto the local machine, okay, on which you will run that. Okay, and the cmd.exe will be executed. Okay, what you need to do in the another machine now, you just need to type out the IP address of this machine on which you will execute this command. Okay, nc space the IP address plus 666. You'll get the command prompt of this machine. As simple as that. Okay, another way is to transfer the file. Okay, like you can use this one. Type accounts.sql pipe nc the IP address and the port number. Okay, the port number should be open. The file can be it basically try to send the file, okay, to the victim. Okay, if the port number is open, okay, then it will receive it. If the port number is not open, then we need to open it up by this command. Okay, so that's basically the use of Netcat, the effective, the simple, and the powerful tool. Okay. Any confusion, questions? Hmm? I hope not. So let's go with the topic number 2, that will talk about security concerns and general vulnerability types. Okay, here security concern associated with various types of vulnerabilities, the software vulnerabilities and the patch management. Okay, a software exploitation means an attack that targets a vulnerability in the software code. Okay, the application vulnerability is a design flaw that can cause the security system to be circumvented, or that will cause the application to crash. Okay. Now, typically, the vulnerabilities can only be exploited in quite specific circumstances, but because of the complexity of the modern software and the speed with which new versions must be released to market, almost no software is free from vulnerabilities. Okay, so we connecting the you can say the PDF reader, for example, the PDF document reader by Adobe, and the another one that is from the open source, for example, any other software, okay, that that is used to read the PDF files. Okay. Now the threat basically, the threat actor basically, on a corporate network. Okay, that threat actor will foothold on a corporate network via a workstation, and then could expose the cryptographic keys to provide the secure web services to compromise, right? So the vulnerabilities can be of any type and can exist on anything. Okay, on any type of application, the vulnerabilities can exist. Okay, and obviously there will be different impacts, different exploit scenarios based on the different type of tools and tools, or different types of applications that are being targeted. Okay, the operating system, the application exploit will run the permission of the logged on user, which will hopefully be limited. A vulnerability in the operating system kernel file or the shared library is more likely to allow the privilege escalation, where the malware code runs with the higher access rights. Okay, in the Linux, there is an exploit named as dirty cow. Okay, the firmware is there. Okay, vulnerabilities can exist in the BIOS or UEFI that controls the boot process of the PC. Okay, there can also be the bugs in the device firmware, like the network cards or the disk controllers. Okay, network appliances or the Internet of Things devices that runs the OS code as a type of firmware. Okay, the kernel vulnerabilities can be there. Okay, firmware exploits that can be there. Okay, can be difficult to find, difficult to identify, because the exploit code that runs with the highest level of privileges over there. Okay, And most of the vulnerabilities are discovered by the software and the security researchers who notify the